Hello there, how's today? Ame Gakita desu. If you're a viewer from US, it'd be nice knowing you guys. And why I say that? I mean, like, no matter who come out as the president in 2024, the next 4 years is gonna be the worst of US, no matter how you look at it. I mean, like, actually, kind of like, I can see why you guys would say that, hey, Ame, don't talk about politics. And I think you guys are right. Don't get me wrong. To me, I don't even like talking about politics because the thing is, at the end of the day, right, VTubing and politics should not mix, and it should never mix. It should be like oil and water. And yet somehow there are people who is managed to mix VTuber and politics into one, and it all stems from one simple thing: the fear assassination of the presidential candidate Donald Trump. And can see why a lot of people have a lot of like mixed reaction or talking about it in a way that it kind of like get me really wondering, like, why would people hate on all these situations? But at the same time, when you think about Donald Trump and what he did, I can see why a lot of people hate on him. If you guys actually kind of like can't recall a lot of things, look at what Donald Trump did before he stepped down as president previously. He actually refused to step down as president, and he trying to overturn the election result, or trying to say that, oh, the election result was fair when he lost to Joe Biden at the time. And now it's really kind of understanding that now both of them are on the same match again. It's like, it's just that this year is getting worse and worse. You have one person who almost created riot in US, and one is now an old man who is getting back to worse along the line. And I can see why a lot of people are very mixed about it, to the point that even VTuber are giving their own view. So when I saw like some video or some video, I can see why they are mad about those VTubers saying like saying about the situation of the field assassination. And are those VTuber considered horrible person? Yes, I do believe so. But I mean, like, if people want other people dead, it's like, what are they thinking? I mean, like, if they're talking about you hate the person to the point that you wish them dead, then that's, I can see why. But to the point of wishing that the assassination to be a success, that's okay, that's F out. So all in all, when you come to like all this kind of thing, you can actually kind of like you can call it out that they are a horrible person, yes. But when it comes to like the whole ordeal, or when you add politics to the issue, to the contest, yeah, I think that's a little bit different, because I mean, a lot of people tend to forget about all the horrible thing Donald Trump had did back then. So does that mean that they have US is gonna be failing for the next 4 years? Who knows? It's just that when it comes to politics, it's really it's not really the black or the white, it's really a very, very dark thing. It's not something that VTubers should be talking about, and neither should I. So the thing is, right, when Rev San called those people out, or when Service San called those people out, and even Rima San kind of like put up a video about it, I can see a lot of things about why people are talking about those people being controversy or about being bad or whatever. And I do understand a lot of people point and saying that, oh, those people are horrible, those people should not be saying this kind of thing. And yes, they shouldn't. But on the other hand, how Service, I won't put out Service some video, but I will put out Rev some video, because he actually dedicated 2 videos to it. So you guys want to check out his video, the link in the description below. Service some kind of like being emotion to it, so I will call him out on it. But I want you guys to be like, and if Service, if you are watching this video, I want you guys to be very, very carefully on thinking about calling a person out. I mean, like, sure, they can be very horrible and whatsoever, and that should be all. We call them out on their action. We call those VTubers out that, hey, I know you guys hate the person, but if you just go to the point of wishing them that, that's a little bit F up. You shouldn't be thinking of this, and that should be all. We don't go around attacking them saying that, oh, you're a horrible person, you want this, you want other person that your mask is slipping or whatever. Like, dude, don't call them out. Once you start calling them out, you're the one doing the aggressive motion. You start attacking people. I'm not saying like I'm defending the person who's being attacked or whatsoever. I'm saying that they called other person out for feeling assassination, and that proves how disgusting they are, that how F out they are. That should be all. We call them out. Those people are very F out. Then let the audience or let the supporter or followers to determine do they want to support such VTuber. That's all. If you go to the point of acting like, oh, you guys who follow her is also horrible, or you how can you support such a horrible person on the line? If you want to start using this kind of sentence, you lost me. I don't care about whether you guys putting a strong point or whatever, because once you start using that point, you are doing the same thing as what they did. You are calling other people out, and that's the point. To me, one of the things that I always say in my video, in my live stream, that I hate a person, that's all. I will call the person out. The person did something F out, I will call it out. I'll be criticizing it, I'll be giving my take about it, and that's all. That should be the maximum that I can do. We don't cross the line saying that everyone who follow the person is also F out, like the VTuber, or how can you follow such a horrible person, or how can you say that you want to support this person? Dude, I've been F out by a person who accused me of harassing her when I didn't touch her, or when she's blocked me and I don't even talk to her. And do I stop other people from not following her? No. It takes some time before some people realize how horrible the other Japanese streamer was, before they come back and try to apologize. Some of them come back and apologize to me. Some don't even apologize and they just move on with their life. Do I care? No. It's the same thing. Like, if the other person is very F out, with those other VTuber, like someone who say that the missed the shot or whatever, I know that is a very F out joke or F out sentence along the line, and she should be called out. Yes, she should be called. She's a horrible person for saying that. And even if she's trying to write it off as a joke and she couldn't stay with it and double down on it, she should immediately stay away from the internet and rethink about what she be saying. At the end of the day, I will also advise her, don't talk about politics. Like, again, at the start of the video, I said VTuber and politics should not be mixing. It should be like it should be away from each other. We, at the end of the day, as a VTuber, is to entertain our guests, our viewers or followers, as well as having fun. That should be what VTubing should be about. I don't understand, like, oh, nowhere VTubing should be talking about politics. It's like, what? Do I want to go and say that whatever I say will have any influence on stopping the war against Russia and Ukrainians along the line? Like, no. I'm just a small person giving my own take, and that's all. Do I agree with the war? No. Do I want the war to continue? Hell no. So the thing is, right, it should be just, I mean, like, we are just normal human. We shouldn't be calling people out in a bad way. If a person say that they agree on assassination or whatever, yup, call that out, that's all. If people follow them, by all means, go ahead. I'm not going to stop other people from following the other VTuber who say that kind of thing. If people support them, by all means, go ahead. I'm not stopping them. You don't go around saying the word of saying, oh, you're a horrible person if you follow such a person, or how can you follow such a horrible person? No, once you start saying that, you are attacking them. You're attacking the VTuber now. So, Sabi-san, if you are hearing this, be careful with your words, okay? As well as Red-san, if you do hear this, I'm not saying that you are a horrible person. I know where you're coming from. I can agree with a lot of points that those people are disgusting, and I do believe so. But again, we don't go on a personal point on saying like all these things, like what, because the thing is, once you start calling them out and once you start attacking them, you lost me. I'm not saying that your point are invalid, but you are doing the same thing as they do, hating on someone. They are trying to attack someone. Like, let's say in this case, they are trying to attack through Twitter about they hating on someone. Yeah, and they attacking on that person. Yeah, hell, they should be called out. And now you're doing the same thing as them, dude. Two wrong doesn't make a thing right. That when the other person do something wrong, it doesn't mean that you calling them out, you are, and the way you're saying you are right. Dude, there is a few points that I'm very, very careful with a lot of my days. If I hate the person, like let's say for example, Johnny Somali, I hate him to the gut, I will call him out. And I will prove, and if he change, good. But if it show, but the thing is, like, a lot of time when I hate a person, I know very well that they will not change. I know very well that they will keep on making the same thing again and again, and that's my point. A lot of things I put out in my random chat, I know full well that those people will not change. If they listen to my advice, or if they watch my video and they actually change, or if they watch other people video and they actually change, good. I will change my view about them and I'll move on. Like, at the end of the day, I move on with my life. I don't care. The more I care about it, I'm gonna get stressed over nothing. And at the end of the day, it'll be just a nothing burger, because it's just that I can't move on. I will just fixate on one thing and one thing again every single time. Sure, I mean, a lot of people will say that I hate about Niji Sanji a lot, and I talk about it a lot. But I wish for the best of Niji Sanji, and being vocal about it is one thing. But the thing is, right, a lot of people tend to forget about the whole, like, when it comes to politics, to me, I always talk about it. I don't like talking about politics, because to me, voting is just basically you choose the least person that you hate. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was living in Japan, when I was looking through the number of candidates, when I'm in my own land, Singapore, when I look at the party that I'm voting, dude, it's just basically got two, every single time is two different choice. It's just that both doesn't make the good, both, if when I vote for the one of them, it doesn't mean I like them. It's just that they are the least party or the least candidate I least hate. Because the thing is, right, like, let's say for example, if I'm living in US and I'm voting for the president, like, am I gonna vote for Joe Biden or will I vote for Donald Trump? The only question I will tell you guys, I will vote for the person that I least hate. It doesn't mean that once I vote for that person, mean that I like the person. No, it's always the one thing when it comes to me, when it comes to politics, is that I vote for the least hated person or the least hated party. It's always the case. I don't care about what they do or whatsoever. It's that politician has always been serving the rich and making their wallet fatter and fatter. When have the last time since a politician care about the people? I mean, like, sure, they can come up with a lot of weird politics and trying to come up with helping the poor along the line, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, does it really benefit the poor? I see a lot of people still getting poorer and poorer. I still see a lot of people getting into debt due to, like, colleague, due to whatever, and this is one of the reasons why I never get a university cert, because I don't have the money to do and attend. And the thing is, right, when people tell me that should they go to a university, I always say that if you have the means to go, go. If you're finally rich and you can go, just attend it. It will be beneficial to you. The thing is, right, the last time I talk about politics is always about issue that I always say. It's just that someone actually told me about the voting for US, and the person just say, if you guys hear me like saying, like, in my video about choosing you are voting just either for a P or a P, I just use the word from one of my viewers. The person apparently from Texas just say it's just voting between a P and a P, and I just reply instantly. It's just voting on whether you least hate the P or do you least hate the P. If you hate the P more, then you just vote the P. If you hate the P more, then you vote for the P. That's all. It's very simple. So it's really made me really wondering, like, why would people always talk about politics? It's like everyone got their own view. Like, some people prefer P, some people prefer P, and everyone is different. If everyone is same, then I don't understand why would people make a hoo-ha over it. It's just that people always talk about if you vote for the other, mean that you like the other more. No, to me, I vote for the least hated one. It's always been, it will always be. Do I like the party that is currently serving Singapore? Maybe yes, maybe no, maybe I don't know. But a lot of issues, I will call out on them. I even talk to some of the MP or the minister, if you want to, people who work in the parliament along the line. Like, I talk to them in real life and I call them out a lot of things. It even got one of them in trouble for when he realized how F up Singapore situation can be. Like, the transport in Singapore have been F out. I've been in real life, I call it out a lot of time, and now that the person who understand how bad it was, and it will always be. So I know a lot of people will say that, should we talk as a VTuber talking about politics? No, I don't think so. We can be vocal about it, we can talk about it, but at the end of the day, it is not something that is considered entertaining, and VTuber is about entertainment. If people think that politician is entertainment. Go away. I'm don't think that politician is always entertaining. I mean, like, the every time you have to understand, politician can affect a country view. It can affect a how a person view you. And if you say the wrong thing as a VTuber, let's say an example like the person who say that missed the shot or whatever, what she said, and it get her in trouble. So the thing is, right, when it comes to politics, it's always like it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very bad topic to talk about, and this is one of the topics I feel like a lot of people should be very, very careful when if you want to talk about it. If you can't be impartial, or if you can't be standing in the middle to see what is the best view, then don't talk about it. Once you talk about it, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So the thing is, right, at the end of the day, to me, our advice to all the VTuber out there, if you are a VTuber, don't talk politics. It's never been a good thing. It's always not about black and white. It's always it's full of shadow. Anyone who know about politics in real life will always say this thing. It's always very dark. It's always very bad. The last time I seen like a lot of politicians talking about how they care about the people, the poor or whatever. Let me ask you guys one thing. Every time when they enter the parliament or the congress or whatsoever on the line, when they step in, did they ask for the change? Did they make the change? Did they ensure the change? Every time, the only excuse I hear is that, oh, we can't do anything because of the rule and law and system whatsoever on the like F you. Every single time I hear this, I'm just saying, okay, next time I'll be careful with my voting. Because the thing is, right, every single time, government always not caring about the people, and that's what I always view about politicians. This is the reason why when it comes to voting, I just vote for the list I hate. If the person is someone I hate, I will not vote for him. I just vote for the other person. That's simple. I don't understand why people will always make noise about who. To me, if I'm voting, like let's say for example, between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who am I gonna vote? The thing is, right, you guys can't forget like what Donald Trump did in the past when he was president, and he was going to, when he lose, he was a sore loser at first, before he finally understand and he give up. Dude, if a president can do that, I can't understand why a lot of people still support him. I mean, like, do I want to go along and say that you all are crazy? No. I would just say I don't understand why people will still want to vote for him, why people will still support him, but I won't go to the point of saying like, hey, you guys should not do this or should not do that. Like, dude, content creator can also be considered a form of influencer. It's like we can influence our viewers or audience decision. So at the end of the day, I am just taking everyone's option of choice. If I say I'm going to vote for who, we should be impartial, and we just say that, okay, if anyone will know who I vote, I will just say that, okay, I will let you guys know after the election. It's very simple. Because the thing is, right, if you guys can't make your own choice, why am I making the choice for you? Because at the end of the day, when you guys say that I'm give the wrong choice to you, and you guys, who will you guys bring? Will you guys bring yourself for making because you guys couldn't make your own choice? Or will you guys go and blame me because I'm the one influencing your own choice? Dude, that's even more messed up right then. So the thing is, right, I don't think VTubers should be talking about politics. And if you guys think about politics, it's just that, again, I mentioned, you look with your own eyes, make your own decision. That should always be the case. And that's one of the things is that when it comes to like VTuber, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, when I say that I agree with Red Sun, are those people who make those kind of comment horrible person? Maybe yes, maybe no. I mean, like, people want other people dead, that's very messed up in one view. But when you add in like politics to it and add more content to it, yeah, that's a little bit different. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's really something that we should be very careful with the word we say, and obviously it should always be. I mean, like, think about it. A lot of people don't like Donald Trump. I can see why, because like the things he did. But again, I mentioned, keep it to yourself. And if you want to talk about politics, then you should change your career to be a politician or be activities along the line. Like, don't be a VTuber, because if not, maybe if you want to still be a VTuber, make sure that you are very politic. You make sure you in your live stream, you can call yourself the most political VTuber or the most vocal VTuber along the line. Like, at least highlight that so that if people know about it, at least people will not if people other call you out on it, you can just say that, oh, I will say, oh, I'm a political person, or I'm a far east or far west or somewhere in the middle along the line. Like, dude, at least say it out. I don't know. I mean, like, that's one of my advice I can give to you guys. But at the end of the day, right, keep political out of VTubing. We are just here to entertain. We are just here to have fun. If you want to feel that politician is to be a thing, then that's on you. But anyway, this is just all my speculative thought, just a random chat. If you do agree or disagree, just write in the comment below. We can discuss it further. But if not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes won't never follow a single trend or sometimes never make sense. But there are quite a few video like Rima and Rev video. I'll put up the video to what I was talking about in the description below. So if you guys are interested, check their video out as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.